Elijah vs. Baal on Mount Carmel. In today's passage, the prophet Elijah confronts the prophets of Baal on Mount Carmel in a contest to determine which God is the true God. The narrative is found in 1 Kings chapter 18, verses 17 through 40. It's a dramatic story filled with miracles, fiery judgment, and an awe-inspiring display of God's power. Before we get into the study, let me ask you this question. Have you ever doubted that God was real, or wondered if maybe another religion's beliefs were correct? Perhaps you've been tempted by the occult, astrology, tarot cards, or even other gods like Baal. Let me assure you there is only one true God, and his name is Yahweh, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And he alone deserves our worship. He desires a genuine relationship with us, a relationship based not on empty rituals, but on a sincere heart that loves him. In this study, I want to show you how God demonstrated his supremacy when he allowed his prophet Elijah to confront the prophets of Baal. You'll see how the God of Israel proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that he alone is God, and that he is worthy of our praise and worship. The setting for this showdown is Mount Carmel, a prominent mountain in ancient Israel located about 30 miles from the northern city of Sidon. This location held religious significance as it was here that the Canaanites worshipped their god Baal, who they believed controlled the weather, especially rain. For the Israelites, however, Mount Carmel represented a place where they could gain a clear view of the surrounding nations and the forces aligned against them. The mountain also served as a strategic military position overlooking the coastal plain. The confrontation between Elijah and the prophets of Baal took place during a severe drought that had persisted for 3.5 years. This drought, orchestrated by God as a judgment against Israel for their widespread idolatry and worship of Baal, created a context of desperation and set the stage for the dramatic showdown between the two opposing religious systems. The drama begins with a dramatic entrance. Elijah appears on the scene, haggard and worn, yet resolute. He's not just any prophet, he's a man of God, sent with a powerful message. His appearance is striking. He has a leather belt around his garment, signifying his status as a man of God. His hair is unkempt, his clothes are rough, and his feet are bare. He's a picture of dedication and austerity. He wastes no time. In his message, he challenges King Ahab directly, calling him out for his support of Baal worship. As the story unfolds, the stakes are raised. Elijah doesn't just want to debate theology, he wants a demonstration of divine power. He challenges the prophets of Baal to a contest on Mount Carmel. They will each prepare a sacrifice and call on their respective gods. The catch, only one God will answer. The true God will demonstrate his power through fire. The preparations are made. Both sides build altars and cut animals into pieces, placing them on the altar as offerings. The atmosphere is thick with tension. The prophets of Baal call on their God, but there's no response. The people wait in suspense. When it's Elijah's turn, he calls out to God in a loud voice. This isn't a desperate plea. It's a confident call to the God who knows him, the God he faithfully serves. In response, God sends fire from heaven. It's not a gentle flicker. It's a powerful, unstoppable force that consumes the offering, the stones, the soil, and even the water in the trench. This miracle wasn't just a spectacle. It was a powerful declaration. It showed that God wasn't just interested in the Israelites. He was deeply concerned about them. He wanted them to know that he was powerful enough to protect them from their enemies, and that he cared enough to send his son, Jesus, to die for their sins. As spectators, we can learn several important lessons from this event. First, we see the importance of faithfulness. Elijah didn't waver in his commitment to God, even when faced with opposition and discouragement. Secondly, the narrative highlights the difference between blind religious rituals and genuine faith. While the prophets of Baal performed elaborate ceremonies, their faith was misplaced. True faith, exemplified by Elijah, is about a personal relationship with God. Thirdly, the account demonstrates God's desire for a genuine relationship with humanity. He doesn't want empty rituals. He desires hearts that love and worship Him sincerely. Lastly, the story emphasizes God's supremacy over all other gods. The dramatic display of power on Mount Carmel leaves no room for doubt. God is in control. He is the source of all power, and He alone deserves our worship and praise. Now let's consider some applications for our lives. When faced with the challenges and temptations of life, may we remember Elijah's faithfulness to God. Let his example inspire us to stay committed to our faith, no matter the circumstances. Secondly, let us be cautious of religious rituals that become mere formalities. May we, like Elijah, strive for a deeper, more genuine faith that is rooted in a sincere love for God. Thirdly, may we recognize God's desire for a close relationship with each one of us. He wants more than just outward worship. He longs for our hearts. Let us respond to God's love by offering Him our sincere devotion and worship. Finally, let us never forget God's supremacy over all other gods. In the world that often downplays or denies God's existence, may we stand firm in our belief and proclaim His greatness with confidence. Let us, like Elijah, boldly declare that the God of Israel is the one true God. God loves you, and so do I. And until next time, may the peace of God be with you all.